Top 5 mods currently in Palworld. The ability to assign pals, a proximity chat in the game, and even just make the game run a whole lot better. These are going to be the best 5 mods I found so far this week. Welcome back guys to another top 5 mods. Today I have some absolute bangers that I've recently dropped this week. And honestly, if you don't get them, you're just screwing yourself because these are some of the best mods that I've dropped as of late. Go ahead and start it off with a nice and simple one. At our number 5 spot, it's going to be the improved auto run. As you can see here, I just click my button right here. It's gonna auto run for us. Now this works for our player and as well as our mounts. I'm gonna go ahead and jump on my jet over here. If I click the auto run button, you can see here it'll automatically run for you. Now currently there are options in the Lua files to actually set it to sprint or have a sprint option for the auto run, but I just have it set to the default because I don't know how to mess with any of that, and I don't want to mess with any of that. But if you're a little more tech savvy and you want to do that, you can also set your pals to sprint instead of run. Like I said, it works for your pals, it works as you're walking, and it also works when you're swimming. As you can see here, I turn my auto run on and I'm swimming through the lake. Great little quality of life mod to pick up. Coming in at our number 4 spot, it's going to be the catch and release mod. Now I know that sounds like something you're going to do when you go do number 2, but in essence all it is whenever you capture something, instead of having to butcher it or kill it, you can just simply slide it over here and it'll give you all the drops it would normally give. Now, some people might say this is cheating because you're not using the cleaver, you're not using ores. Shut up. I'm saying install this one mainly because I know when I was streaming the other day, I actually got like almost like a content warning on my stream, on my TikTok stream the other day. So maybe just to avoid having issues with that, you can just have this here, just drop and release, get your stuff you want so you don't have to butcher them and potentially expose yourself to something along the lines of like a community strike. Coming in at our number 3 spot, it's actually going to be a little bit more of a simple one for my potato PC users. It's just going to be PalOptimizator. In essence, all it does is help you not memory leak. So in this game, for some reason, default, you're going to be running 32 gigs just to run it, and then you're going to be leaking, you're going to be lagging, a little bit crashing, all your specs are just going to be used full max. With this mod, it optimizes your memory usage, all the static objects in the world, and it just helps with general performance issues that the game's been having. So as you guys can see here, with this mod currently installed, as I'm recording and playing my game, I'm only using 50% of my CPU and about 16 gigs of my RAM. Now I know what you're thinking, you're probably like 16 gigs for Palworld, that's crazy. But it used to be worse. I used to be having to run with 24 gigs and like nothing would want to work correctly. So with this mod, all it does is prevent a little bit of memory leaking and like workload reduction on your GPU and your CPU. Now coming in at our number 2 spot, it's going to be a super cool one, man. It's going to be Palvoice. So in essence what this is, I'm going to go ahead and drag this over for you guys. It is fully automated proximity chat in Palworld. Now, as you can see here, it's just proximity chat mod. It installs as a separate exe file, like an application. And when you have it running, it'll automatically detect if your Palworld is running. So let me go ahead and close out a Palworld here for you guys. It'll detect if your Palworld's running. As you see here, it says Palworld closed because I shut it down. And anytime you're on a server with your friends, all you have to do is make sure you have all your settings correctly. You can put keybinds for push to talk, mute, and deafen. And then here for the max distance, it's actually in meters. So how far both of you guys have it set is how far you guys can hear each other. But whenever you guys have different values, whoever's value is the lowest, that's the value that'll be used by both of you guys. There is also an option if you're on public servers, you can have global voice. And what that is whenever there's other people in the same server as you, you can hear everyone in that server. So almost like game chat for Palworld and servers. This mod adds a huge new feature that should have been in the game and now allows us to do things like even RPs if we really wanted to. Definitely recommend checking this one out. And lastly, but definitely not leastly, on our number 1 spot today, it's going to be our Pal Assigner mod. So if you see at my top left, well, I guess now you can't see. So if you see at the top left, I have a button that you guys definitely do not have. It's the show task button. Now with this, you can automatically assign a Pal to any station you currently have up in your base. Currently, I only have my Wumpo in, so I could show you guys. As you can see here, it says he's working. Let's say I want him to go to my Palgear workbench. All I simply have to do is click on my Palgear workbench, click on his name, and he'll be assigned to it. And now he'll go ahead and walk over here and he'll be assigned to it. Now go ahead and check out what he does. Whenever I unassign him, To unassign him, all I have to do is click him here and he'll go to his automatic work mode again. Such a useful UI mod that we've needed, you know, since the beginning of launch. And honestly, it works like a gem. It even has its own custom settings in the options tab here under assign pals mod settings. Here you can select, you know, where you want the UI to display. Me personally, I only want it whenever I have it at a PAL box, or I'll put it at the monitoring station, because you know that's where you delegate where you want their work level at. So I usually put it at the monitoring station or the PAL box. But here you can select if you want the actual UI to be sorted by distance, or if you have it disabled, it'll be sorted by alphabetical order. And here where it says teleport to workstation, if for some reason they get stuck on something on their way there, if they detect it, it'll automatically just TP them to that workstation you wanted them at. So yeah, just huge shout out to Atomic Bento Box for making that. It's something we needed off rip when the game came out, and he just made it work, and it feels amazing. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, share it with a friend, and I hope you guys have a good one, guys.